Hey folks, welcome to the show. Before we get this party started, we're going to check out a music video. Tell us about it, Cal.
Yep, it's by an English band called Airbus, and it was directed by Aaron Wilde, an MFA directing student who is right over there on camera.
An English band, you say?
Yes, it's an English band.
With extreme close-ups of...
If you want to make a bad teeth joke, I'm going to pick you, because look, my teeth, look. They're great.
They're beautiful,
Thank
but you know what?
Major surgery.
What?
Major surgery, I heard
What,
you.
the teeth or the face?
And the eyeballs, I heard.
And while they continue talking like
Yeah, come on then, I'm just like...
It's only me passing by, looking in, just inside. It could be mine, but it's not for me to pay this price just to be. Na 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 na. Well, I'm coming out to this day. Fit me in, want to remain, just to be sure that I'll still be here and have a moment that seems as clear. Na 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 na. If I should fall from grace, would you remain? I never lose your faith and treat me just the same. If I should fall from grace, would you remember this moment when I keep my fear in another place? Don't want to touch without a trace, just to be sure that I'll still be here and have a moment that seems as clear. Na 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 don't want to touch in case I break. A simple second I have to take, and if I never see this again, I'll be happy knowing that if I should fall from grace, would you remain? I'd never lose your faith and treat you just the same. If I should lose my faith, would you hold me to blame? If I should fall from grace, would you remember this moment? It's only me passing by, looking in, just inside, just to be sure that it could be mine, but I can't complain. This moment's fine.
show.
Play.
This is the show. This is the show. Welcome to UCLA Next show.
Hey, folks, I'm AJ Lewis.
And I'm Kelly Bradley.
Yo, and I'm Alex Weed, and I'm playing my guitar.
We noticed, Alex, you're going to plan on playing that guitar over everything we say?
Yeah, because the producer said I had to. 'Cause this is our big music show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's right, folks. Today we're having an all-star salute to the whole wide world of music, right here at UCLA.
Begins with this girl's visit to the 53rd annual Spring Sing, known as UCLA's oldest and greatest musical tradition.
Yeah. Then it's a conversation with Billy White, a child prodigy who grew up to be a very talented composer and pianist, wowing the kids big time here on campus.
Bob Rosen takes a second look at the best years of our lives, starring Frederick March and Myrna Loy.
Is it a musical?
No, just roll with it. Bob likes to march to the beat of his own drum.
So does Sue Eunice, one of the campus explorers.
Yep, she'll be taking a look at one of the DJs on UCLAradio.com.
Yeah, where she earns the nickname DJ Takeover from the UK. I swear to you, that's a real name.
That's a bit long, isn't it?
It's a bit long, yeah.
Not as long as his
It's a bit
taping.
long.
Not as long as his taping's going to be, Alex. I have a feeling about this one. So let's check out that Spring Sing.
It's a bit long. It's a bit long.
Hello, my name's Kelly Bradley, and I'm here at the UCLA Tennis Centre. Now this may look like a normal tennis court, but once a year it turns into something completely different. Check this out. Hello, we're here at the dress rehearsal of Spring Sing, the annual showcase talent event at UCLA, and I'm actually standing with Namika Trotter, who is heavily involved in this event. Namika, what do you do exactly?
Well, this year I am the executive director for Spring Sing 2002, for the record. I'm involved by selecting the committee and directing every component to the show. So that means the company selected by us, the stage crew selected by us. We go out and get the sponsorship as well as the marketing options. So.
How did you actually get involved in this process? Because I mean, it's quite a big deal, as you can see from behind us. I mean, what did you do exactly?
4 years ago was the first time I saw the show, and 3 years ago was the first time I got on the committee. So I've been working my way up through the committee, and this year I ended up being the director.
Could you tell us a little bit of the history maybe about Spring Sing? Because I know it's one of UCLA's oldest events.
UCLA is known as the oldest, well, UCLA Spring Sing is known as the oldest and greatest musical tradition. This is its 53rd year. It's traditionally been in the LATC for the last few years. It originally started out in the Hollywood Bowl, so it's come a long way. It's come home.
Well, my name is Josh, and I'm this year's Spring Sing stage manager. And basically what that entails is leading and directing the stage crew that helps build and construct the stage, as well as, you know, put all the equipment out during the night of the show. Also, I'm in charge of selecting the stage layout for the year and organizing the construction of that, as well as other minor technical stuff. So we started back as early as fall quarter with the minor selection of the theme and brainstorming new ideas. Every year we have a goal of making the show better and improving on the years past, so a lot of work goes into it. Well, I've been involved with Spring Sing since my freshman year. I saw an ad for stage crew and I went out and applied for it, and I was on stage crew for 2 years, and this year I decided I wanted to be even more involved and became the stage manager, and am now directing the stage crew. So.
Millie Chapman-Laver, and I'm one of the 3 talent directors here for our UCLA Spring Sing. My role is to direct talent. It's actually, we do more of just making sure our talent's on our game and being a liaison between our incredible talent and our amazing committee, and just making sure that everything's set. Throughout the course of the year, we were in charge of auditions and then all show rehearsals and all this crazy week of, you know, stage building and sound tech and light tech and all that good stuff. It's a program put on by the Student Alumni Association, and there's a lot of different programs that they put on. And last year I was involved in Campus Spirit, and then saw this show and just thought I wanted to be a part of that. And so we all applied at the beginning of the year, and our director, Namika Trotter, chose our committee of 17 wonderful people to do all sort of differentiated tasks. Like, it's amazing how many people put in so much work to so many different areas.
My name is Stephanie Joint, and I'm one of the company directors, along with Cameron Carling, here at Spring Sing. Company directors are basically designed to pick and choose the most talented comedic actors on campus and put together a sketch comedy show that goes up in between all the acts. It started as a large audition process with a lot of individual people auditioning. We had about 50 some odd people auditioning.
1, 2, 3, 4. Get up, get on up, get up, get on up. Stay on the scene, get on up like a sex machine. Get on up, get up, get on up, get up, get on up. Stay on the scene, get on up like a sex machine. Get on up, get up, get on up. Stay on the scene, get on up like a sex machine. Get on up. Wait a
Hi,
minute.
and we're here at the Spring Sim reception before the actual event itself this evening. I am here with, sorry, I have to call you Mr. Belding. I'm sorry, I have to call you Mr. Belding. His real name is Fantastic, and you are a...
I'm an actor. I played Mr. Belding on Saved by the Bell. Tonight I'm a judge for this Spring Sing. You know, honestly, there's a troupe that does things in between the acts, so to speak, that's just as talented, if not more so than the acts. I mean, I wanted to rate them too last year. They were so good.
Return for grace. It's a beautiful day. Sky falls, you feel like it's a beautiful day. So let it get away on the road. But you've got no destination in the mind. In the maze of her imagination, your love is down. Even if that doesn't ring true, you've been all over, and it's been all over you. It's a beautiful day.
Did you see that girl with the numbers written like on her face? No? Wow.
I
Looks
saw
like
the
she
kid
was
with-
balancing her checkbook or something.
Be nice.
No. I refuse to be nice. I missed auditions.
I don't know, Alex. It looked pretty competitive.
Yeah, what are you saying?
You had to be good.
Oh, I see. That's too bad, because I'm great. Hua! You know what chicks really like? When you don't call them chicks. And you also have a guitar, huh, EJ? EJ. ET.
Yeah. Fine, chicks. Chicks take the guy with the guitar. That's right. When you don't call them chicks with the guitar.
Yeah,
Just
that's
ask Billy
true.
White.
Yeah, but he's the guy with the piano.
But he's the guy with the talent.
Oh, and this is Zing.
My name is Billy White. I'm an artist, and music is my medium. The piano is my brush. From a very, very young age, I was interested, I guess you might even say fascinated, by the hypnotic effects of music and the way that music seemed to make people enter this kind of altered state. Ever since I was a tiny kid, I would make my own melodies on the piano. And it was at such a young age that I could never tell you why I did that. But it just came natural to me. And I spent a lot of my time as a little kid picking out notes on the keyboard, just working out different chords that I thought sounded good, which I use today all the time. And those simple little songs that I wrote, I'm sure pop up in the licks that I play nowadays. Because of what seemed to be an obsession with improvising music, my mother made sure that I got a good musical education. And she was very insistent that I learn the structured form of classical music and that I develop the technique in my hands of being able to, execute everything that I could hear in my head. When I write music, I like to be in the type of space where I'm really open-minded and I'm willing to hear anything. I feel like one of the most important things to do as a musician is to get your ideas down on paper so that you can remember them and you can exchange them and communicate them to other people accurately. One of the coolest things about music is that it's a universal language. Just like the snake charmer charms the snake out of the basket, everybody seems to respond on a level to music and understand what it's all about. When I play with other musicians, it's like there's a musical dialogue going on and we're all communicating with one another. There's a lot of give and take, and there's also a lot of more subtle things going on where you understand somebody's idea and then you put it in your own words musically, which is a really cool way to show that you're all getting each other. When I play like a great live show for a good audience with good players behind me and alongside of me, there's like this thing that goes on. It's why people tour for long periods of time. This thing that's going on is the reason why, you know, a lot of people are dying to cramp themselves in a van and drive out somewhere to Minnesota to play a show. It's that thing that makes you feel alive, that makes you feel like you're doing what you were put on this earth to do, which is to jam with those musicians and to make incredible music. And when you're in front of an audience, it's even better, because the audience is giving you feedback too. Like, the audience is just like, you know, like another band member, really, just all of them, watching, reacting. In a way, music is communication of yourself, and you can say who you are through your music. And so when you hear my music, you're not only hearing the notes and the various musical decisions that I made about everything, but you're also hearing who am I, and you're also hearing what is going on in my head. So when you listen to it, it's a piece of me.
He was very cute. Ooh, there's something about a guy who makes music.
Yeah, just takes the electricity right out of me.
No, I mean real music. Billy's a composer. He writes lying down, plays smoky jazz halls, you know, hot stuff.
Yeah, I guess.
I think Kelly's point is that there's some real emotion and artistry in the work. That's what chicks really dig, Alex.
Like the emotion and artistry and lighting of the best years of our lives.
Yes! The story of 3 damaged soldiers returning home to their wives after World War II. I definitely call that a chick flick.
Yeah, because you two are so shallow.
Oh, man.
Oh, no way, no. He's shallow, I'm deep. Shallow deep. See, I'm like a canyon, and he's like above a canyon, like floating. I'm like...
Hello, I'm Bob Rosen, Dean of the School of Theater, Film, and Television at UCLA, inviting you to a second look at the movies. In past weeks, I've asked my guests to select a film from the past that's become an indelible part of their memory for which they would like to propose that we take a second look. Well, they often turn to me and say, "What about you? What's on your list?" Well, one of them for sure is William Wyler's Oscar-winning classic film about the servicemen returning home at the end of World War II, The Best Years of Our Lives. Of the many reasons that I return to this film so often and teach it each year in my classes at UCLA is the story structure. The story, well, actually there are 3 stories, each told from the perspective of a returning serviceman. 3 different branches of the military, 3 different social classes, 3 different experiences with finding work and reestablishing relationships with a woman back home. The interlacing of these 3 separate tales creates a whole that's greater than the sum of its parts, and in many ways anticipates the kind of multi-perspective narrative we've come to associate with people like Bob Altman. A second attraction of Best Years is the splendid cinematography shot by the legendary Greg Toland. In Best Years of Our Lives, just as he had done before in Citizen Kane, Toland is famous for the use of composition and depth. the artful and expressive organization of people and settings layered deep into the frame of the film, creating a potential for interaction within a shot rather than through the linking of shots by editing. Toland's camera work has served as a textbook example emulated by generations of cinematographers, including, I might add, our cinematographers here at UCLA. And finally, Best Years is what I call a social melodrama. Sure, there isn't a dry eye in the house by the end of the film, masterfully directed by Weiler and skillfully performed by an extraordinary group of actors, but it isn't empty emotion. Rather, you're given a window looking out at a key turning point in contemporary history, and you sense what this moment means at the level of human experience. Best Years of Our Lives is on virtually everyone's list of all-time cinematic masterpieces. If you haven't seen it recently, it may be time for a second look.
You know, guys, actually, that looked pretty good.
Especially after you heard the dean teaches it in his class.
Well, yeah, definitely. That became far richer and more complex for me at that point.
Suck up.
Mm-hmm.
You. Okay, you want some of that?
Can I? Me?
Man. Hey, you know, can the dean teach grabbing the old snare beat?
No. You have to go to one of the UCLA DJs to, grab that snare beat.
Okay, again.
You know?
Yeah. This bad boy, baby. Yeah. Neptunes.
Hi, I'm Susan Eunice, and I have been drafted in as one of the new campus explorers. I guess Alex and Valerie, you just weren't good enough, so yours truly has taken your place. Anyway, today we are here at UCLA Radio. It is in Ackerman Union, and we're going to check out one of the hip-hop DJs here and kind of find out what he's about, find out what the radio station's about, and hopefully he will teach me a few tricks on the good old turntables there.
My name's Chris Ford. I go by Raindrop, and I have a show. It's called Below the Root.
Raindrop, that is a very interesting, unique name. How did that come about?
It boils down to me having some supernatural powers over the rain, but I feel like a raindrop is kind of like something really small and basic, but it can, when it falls into the rest of the water, it can cast ripples out everywhere. It can affect everything.
So what are you going to teach me how to do now?
We'll see if you can throw the beat on. We'll see if you can throw the beat on. I ended up going to my first rave like in '97, and we were out at the main area, which was like the trance and progressive house, and I was having a really good time. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go walk around. So I ended up wandering around off by myself, and I stumbled into the jungle room, and I was like, oh, this is it right here. Like, so this record's playing.
Okay.
It's got snare beats going.
What's the snare beat? Okay.
That one like kind of high pitch sound.
Okay.
And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna grab the beat. You're gonna be listening to the other one snapping, and you're just gonna throw it in on the other beat.
Okay.
And
I see.
they're gonna be out of sync. So what you do is you adjust the speed of this record depending on whether it's fast or slow compared to the other one.
Okay, so they're like a parallel between being able to spin and DJ and being able to dance. It may sound.
Hell no, hell no. I know a lot of DJs that can't dance to save their butt.
This is called spinning, yeah?
What?
Is this called spinning?
Well, this is called learning to spin. we aren't spinning yet.
I think he just dissed me right there.
I don't know about that.
So basically, if people are out there interested in DJing, how do they approach coming to be a DJ at this station?
Well, at the beginning of every year, we have an orientation for student media. It's got the TV, the radio, and I guess the Bruin, and we take intern applications then.
Okay.
Brooklyn.
You can tune into UCLARadio.com from any computer website. We also have a Watch Now link. You can watch if you have a decent speed connection. Or if you're in the dorms, it's channel 29.
Okay.
Now I'm going to get you to grab this beat and throw it in on this one. Yeah, that's it. Like grab it, figure out where it is, hold it there. Pretty damn close.
Really? Oh my god, okay. Oh, this is so exciting. Okay, so I could like get a job doing that for you, huh?
Grabbing the beat?
Yeah. Did I get
Come
paid
in here
for
and just grab it for me and then set it up and stuff?
Yeah. So have you thought of a DJ name for me?
I was, we were actually laughing about that.
Be nice, please.
I don't know, I was gonna say, you came in here like you were gonna take it over, so maybe, I don't know, something like Takeover from the UK or something.
Federal agents on the P, 30 a gram, 28 on the key.
Hey, Alex. Hey. Hi.
Hey.
Hi. Planning on playing us out there, buddy?
Yes, happy to. Tell you what, I'll take a few requests. I hear someone in the back.
No, I think you got an answer. Bye-bye, everyone.
See y'all next week.
All right, well, next week you won't have Alex Weed to kick around and slap. I'm just kidding. You can slap me all you want with this guitar. Slap it. Bass, bass. Slap the bass. Bass slap. I just wish I could play something.
Yeah, so do we.
Oh, wow, that got me right.